Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. We'll be discussing the TCM franchise for you guys in a very blunt way. I'm your host, Steven Harrold.
I'm Kris.
And in today's video, we're going to be giving you guys our review for Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which was released
January 12th, 1990.
That's why I have him. So we have one, which was released in 1974, the second one, released in 1986, and this one, 1990. So this is the first one of the 90s.
First one of the 90s.
So, of course, you have the first one, which is a classic, and then you have the second one, which went straight to like horror comedy.
Yep.
So where was this one gonna go? This one also has a lot of memorable actors in this film, but a lot of people tend to forget about this one. I mean, personally for me, it's been a long time since I've actually seen 3. And it was like, I know the last time I saw it was just too dark. Because I watched it on VHS.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I really watched it through and through.
Yeah, so we finally watched it, so now we can finally give you guys our actual thoughts on the movie itself. So, yeah, here's our review for Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. First things first, I hate that fucking title.
So do I.
It sucks.
We could have done a lot better, but
yeah.
Welcome to the 90s.
Okay, so for the story of this movie, we have a boyfriend and girlfriend who are college students, just going to college, something like that.
I think it was, or it was brother-sister.
They don't really, like, establish that they're in a relationship, I guess.
We don't establish anything as to, more so when, I guess, as the movie prolongs, when the brother or the boyfriend dies, it seemed like she had more, it was a very affectionate...
but it's just that whole drive there. It's just like, I don't know if these are brother and sister or boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, they're going some location, and they stop at a gas station where we meet another character who is a crazy fuck, and then another guy who's just trying to help them out, especially even pointing them to a direction that's not even on part of a map, and that just happens to be another dead end for them because it's another trap where the whole Sawyer family is. Now, we get this intro in the movie where it's the text in the front, in the beginning, and it seems like every Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie has to start with this text now. So we're stuck with that again. But it seems like the authorities are not doing their fucking jobs. It's like, oh yeah, some crazy bitch after the first one. Crazy bitch comes in, talking about people getting killed with a chainsaw, and then nothing. Then after the second one, the same thing. Police go, nothing.
I think with I think it's a prologue at the beginning.
No, I know it's a prologue, but it's just like,
I think
how the fuck does this family not get caught?
I think it's just part of the franchise. I think it was its own thing.
To tell a different story?
Well, not just that, but let's be realistic here. When you were a kid watching it, kind of scared the shit out of you a little bit with the guy's voice.
No, because you believe it was a true thing.
You believed it was a true thing, and then you have the eerie noises in the background, and
yeah,
that's what they tried to bring you into it.
Yeah.
Right?
So then, of course, they run into a guy who is in the war, who's a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Who we'll talk about because he's played by an amazing actor.
Absolutely.
But they run into the new family, and Leatherface is there, and then shit just goes awry. When it comes to this story, it's like it's trying to blend in with what we saw with the first and the second, but it just almost seemed like it didn't know how to get there.
It did.
Until when we get to see the shit happen, it's like, oh, same old, same old.
Same old, same old. But, and honestly, there wasn't that much killing in this movie as you would think.
Yeah, and, I don't know, I understand why now that this movie was kind of forgettable because of the fucking fact that the story is, it blends in everywhere, in every which way, and then it's just like, oh, no wonder I forgot about this one. Because the story kind of just lacks.
It was very deflated. It was, it just didn't lack a concept. It really didn't. If we didn't have the third one, I wouldn't have been sad about it. But
That's how bad the story is for you?
For me, a little bit, because it just was like, if you blinked, it was pretty much over for me.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So the story kind of lacks.
It lacks.
So when it comes to the characters, we have the protagonist. We have the girl and the guy going on this trip.
Yeah, Michelle and Ryan.
And again, I their chemistry sucks. Like, is that fair for me to say? Like, their chemistry absolutely sucks. Even like when you see her at the end of the movie where she's gonna fight back, it's like, this is just forced.
Yeah, it was very forced.
I mean, the guy was useless.
Oh, being the first one killed, it made sense.
He was just useless throughout the whole time. Like, I didn't care about those two. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Just how I saw it.
No, 100%. I agree.
But we all know who the main character is.
Oh, 100%.
That's Ken Foree's character.
Ken Foree, Benny.
Oh, man. Seeing him in this movie, it was refreshing. I mean, we've seen him in Dawn of the Dead, Rob Zombie's Halloween. We've seen him in many other fucking projects. But here, it's like he shines. He's like, it's amazing how we have the two characters, but he takes that spotlight away.
Well, I think if he wasn't in it, it would be...
He's one of the smarter characters, too. He knows, like, when he sees that truck show up, and then he knows something's fucking off, and he goes to his truck to grab his rifle.
Yeah.
And starts loading the fucking magazine. I'm like, he's fucking smart.
Yeah, he knew something was up.
And hiding and everything, and trying to help the cuckoo chick, whatever, she lost her marbles.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, he was the smartest of the whole entire movie. Maybe until the whole, where he starts shooting the house. But, I mean, like, yeah, he's just trying to, whatever, just protect the girl, right? But I love his character in this movie.
Oh, so do I. I think he's one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Yeah, and it's a shame that we never got to see him again. Because that's the thing about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Until 2022, where you don't see returning characters.
No, you really don't.
Like, at all.
No.
But I would have loved to have seen him return.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So now the family is different in this movie because we know the cook, Chop Top, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Even though Chop Top is questionable.
Questionable, yeah.
But we have a new family, and this family is led by Viggo Mortensen's character.
Yeah, Eddie Sawyer.
Eddie Sawyer. And I'm like, fuck, another A-list actor.
Oh, very
who
much
obviously
so.
doesn't talk about this movie, whatever. But he wheels in our characters because he pretends he gets shot and killed.
Yeah.
By the gas station clerk. Who, that guy, I don't know if he's actually part of the family. But a part of me thinks he is. He helps them out with all these other things. So maybe he is, but we don't see him at that whole dinner service thing.
No, but his name is Tinker. Tink. Yeah, a Tinker, and makes sense being an attendant at a gas station.
Tinker, yeah.
A mechanic.
Because Viggo Mortensen's character is Tex.
Yeah.
He goes by Tex.
Goes by Tex.
Yeah.
But I thought Tinker was a great character because it's just he added that little comedy
Fuck
factor.
you, mister.
And he was the last character you see until the end.
Yeah.
And he was.
He has some good lines.
He has some great lines, and I think it's.
Then we have the other brother, who had a hook hand.
Yeah.
Because he, obviously amputee. he wasn't, like, the thing about this family, even though there's a little girl and then there's a mom who has the voice box thing.
Yeah.
This family looks like they're not so unhinged.
No.
Like, they actually get along with each other. Except for that little spat with, you know, when Leatherface has his fucking record thing thrown in the stove and he fucking just, no, get it. You know, like, get it for me or whatever, right? But I'm like, the whole family kind of blended together.
Yeah, and this may sound a little weird, but the house looked too clean.
Yeah, it did. The house
until you go into the little girl's room where there's the bones everywhere.
Yeah, that's like the only dirtiest one in there.
Yeah, you compare it to like you see in the house in the first one.
And speaking of that little girl, she was in the movie already too. She was in Friday the 13th Part 7, A New Blood. She played young Tina. So it's like, well, fuck, she did 2 horror movies. And it's creepy because we end up finding out that that's Leatherface's daughter.
Yeah.
And it's like, he had a kid? Okay, cool. The mother is, whatever, the mother. Grandpa, he looks dead as shit.
As he always does.
But this one, it's like, yeah, he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
He's not fucking alive. He's dead as shit.
Dead as shit, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't mind this family.
No, I don't want it. I don't mind it.
Like, I know how you feel about the family in 2 and 1. But this family is like okay, you know, not bad. They're kind of the family that would, like, you know, help you in, feed you, and then probably kill you. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're the dessert. What? Clunk. All right.
I feel like each Texas Chainsaw movie, the family grows by 1 or 2 more than the, you know, like, you have in the original, you have the hitchhiker, you have the chef, and then you have
Grandpa and Leatherface.
And then you go
Number 2,
you have
Chop Top, Grandpa,
the chef,
the cook, and Leatherface.
Yeah, and then this one you have the mom, the dog,
the 2 brothers, the daughter, the mom.
Yeah.
And then the store clerk, I know you just said his fucking name.
Oh, Tinker,
and then Leatherface. So there's 2 more added to that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, and you know, the family gets fucking weird throughout this franchise, which we'll get to in the next fucking review. Because we got some things to say about that one. But, nonetheless, family's okay.
Yeah.
In this film.
Well, who doesn't have a crazy family nowadays, right?
Yeah. Okay, so he's your main boy. It's Leatherface in this one. Now, did you know that Leatherface was played by 2 actors in this film? He's played by the main actor who plays him the whole time, and then the stunt coordinator. Do you know who that stunt coordinator was?
Was it a gunner?
No. Kane Hodder.
Oh, that's right.
So that means Kane Hodder has played Leatherface, Jason, and Freddy's arm in Jason Goes to Hell. And apparently in one of these videos on YouTube or whatever, he played Michael Myers.
Huh.
Fucking, what a world. This Leatherface, I could personally say, is like, he looks more menacing. Like, more in control until he does that speak and spell thing.
Yeah.
Where it shows a clown.
Yeah.
And he's just saying food. It's like, and he keeps doing that. 1 or 2 times is fine. But over and over and over again, it's like, okay, how fucking dumb are you? Yeah. You know how to make a kid. You know how to start a chainsaw. How do you not fucking know how to spell clown?
Yeah.
The Mask?
The Mask was... it was not bad.
I mean, you get that one part where when you see that one girl gets killed in the beginning of the movie, she has like a tattoo on her side, and then you see on his mask, it's got that same tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so he carved that little part. Like, this mask looks like it's made of different pieces.
Intricate parts, yeah. No, it wasn't a bad mask. I will say this. Saw, though.
Oh, his chainsaw.
His chainsaw was probably one of my favorites.
It's a very gimmicky chainsaw.
It's a very
like golden chainsaw.
But it's also very long.
Shout out Dead Meat.
Yeah, very long chainsaw. Like
that blade is huge.
Blade is huge, and it has the Saw his family
on it. Yeah,
which
like You know, for a custom Saw, it was like, god damn, that thing is massive.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it looked good for the movie.
It did.
And the fact that it's like, I thought this was supposed to be a continuation where all the other films are like this, but it's just like, okay, we never see that Saw again.
Nope.
In any of the other fucking movies. But it's a cool fucking Saw.
He doesn't even get to use it on anybody.
No, he doesn't even kill anyone with it. I mean, we get that false kill with Ken Foree's character.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I didn't mind Leatherface, but it's a little bit forgettable though, but he doesn't do too bad.
Yeah, I agree.
So of course, when it comes to this movie, the reason why I say it's forgettable is because of the fact that it's still true to form. Even on the DVD release, it literally is too dark at times.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to see what is going on.
Yeah.
It's like, even as much as the gore, like, they're like, they cut away from the gore so quick. I mean, that girl who gets chainsawed, you just see blood splatter.
Yeah.
But that's all you see. The brother or the boyfriend, whoever, who gets his fucking head smashed in, you don't even get to see that impact.
No, there's not that much gore in this one.
You see mom get shot up and die, but okay, why can't we see anything else?
Yeah, it was just, it was not well, Texas Chainsaw movie you would expect.
Yeah, it's like, we want to show these effects off, but it's too fucking dark because we also don't want to show these effects off.
Exactly.
But even with the kills, like, this movie does have a low kill count.
Very low
and
kill count.
It's like, if I had to pick one of my favorite ones, I wish it would have been that sledgehammer death. But we don't even get to see it. And when you see the actor hanging upside down, you can tell it's a fucking mannequin.
Yeah.
In the wide shots, you can tell that's a mannequin.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, that's a dummy. That's gonna get, like, because how long can they have an actor hold himself upside down like that? It's gotta look at the wrist. It just looks like, yeah, that's unnatural.
No, I agree.
So that's my big flaw.
No, yeah, for me, it was just not a Texas Chainsaw movie per se. As to
It didn't feel like a Texas Chainsaw movie. Eh?
It didn't. You have Leatherface in it, but it just and like you said, it was dark to see, and
The story kind of is forgettable.
Yeah, it just kind of drifts away slowly by.
And then the kills are just...
There hardly is any kills.
Yeah, and this one New Line had Leatherface. Like, this is when New Line had it. Like, how the fuck did you guys fuck this up?
Well, look at the year, 1990. That was the start of the horror in the 90s. So there was people focusing on more other
projects than
this. So
yeah, so they kind of dumbed down the gore and the brightness of everything. I just wish we were able to, like, I don't want to turn my TV on brighter on the brightness just to see what the fuck is going on.
100%.
But it's just when the kills get watered down, it sucks.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the final thoughts of this movie, it's in now watching it again, it's a bit enjoyable for what it is when you have Viggo Mortensen's character, Ken Foree's character, Leatherface being, not bad, not the worst. But the two main characters suck.
Yeah.
The rest of the family are just there just to die off real quick. It's too dark still.
Yeah.
The kills have been watered down.
Gore's watered down.
And you have too many things where you can't really explain what's going on.
Yeah. Especially
with the whole situation with the family, because it's like, okay, so what's going on here? Like there's obviously, Tinker who's throwing the bodies in the lake or whatever, but it's like, so they live near a swamp now? Thought this was in Texas. Because, like, when they're in that fucking, the woods, it looks like they're in the fucking swamp.
Like in Louisiana.
Yeah, they're in the bayou, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But when it comes to the movie, it's not bad of a watch, but I understand why. I forgot about it a lot. So rewatching it was great, but when it comes to my rating for it, it is one of the most forgettable. One of the most forgettable, but still has some replay value to it. So my rating, I'd give this a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, for me, it's, you go back and it's in a movie, you can be like, I'm going to throw this in and while I watch it through.
Yeah, it doesn't have that replay value for you.
I think it has a little bit of replay value.
Okay.
So with my rating, I'm just gonna go right in the middle and just go 5.
5 out of 10?
5 out of 10.
Okay, that's pretty fair. Our reviews for these movies are always like neck and neck with each other. There's no drastic change. But
No.
5 out of 10? 4 out of 10? Not bad for a rating.
Not at all.
So what do you guys think of Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you also give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified about all the other videos coming out on the channel, especially when it comes to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Can't believe I have to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre so fucking fast nowadays. Our next review is Next Generation. You excited?
I'm very much excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, because I can't wait to talk about that one. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. This has been the Ginger Snaps here. I've been your host, Steven Harrold.
And it's Kris.
And we will talk to you guys later. And always remember,
Saw his family.